What's going on, guys? We're back at it, back in the garage. We will give you a quick update. This is the practice quad rebuild. You can see we got the chassis just about wrapped up. We are waiting for engine parts, and then we can get the engine going, the rebuild on the engine. We got everything, almost everything tightened up. We still got to tighten up the spindles. You can see those are loose right now. We sent the shocks out to B&R. He's got the shocks. We sent the head out to B&R. We sent the throttle bodies to B&R to all get serviced. We sent the stabilizer to Precision to get 100% rebuilt. We did bring everything in here for the new race machine build. You can see we got the A-arms all wrapped up, frame, and we have a ton of brand new parts. That's a brand new gas tank. We got an exhaust, which that is actually for the practice bike, but we got a second one on the way. We got custom Fox springers from B&R. Those are the best. Changed my mind. Ton of parts, guys, from B&R. We had these hubs clean. We need to put new bearings in those. We got an axle. We got a bunch of OEM stuff. We have a fuel pump there, brand new fuel pump. We got the Vortex controller, new Precision Elite stabilizer. That's a crank for the practice bike. Those are main bearings for the practice bike. This is a brand new OEM radiator. We have our 24-volt kit right there from B&R. We also got the axle from B&R. This is an RPM, which is a killer axle. We got some mod rings. We got our 24-volt battery. We got our LSR spindles, which are awesome. We got our oversized fan from B&R. We got our throttle, our lightened throttle body spring. This is a must-have, guys, for racing if you want to keep your thumb happy. We got a bunch of stuff from 38 Motorsports. Happy to be working with them this year. Keaton Stark, he's a really good guy, good company. I've been running, I ran this breather box last year. I'll actually show you it installed. See where it goes, guys. I mean, this thing is sweet. Basically what happens is you got this top hose that goes to your head. This hose on the bottom drains back into the engine. Basically right here, goes right there. And then you have your vent, which this will just come through kind of like that. And that's just your vent line. So that's a really trick product. We also got the seat pins. I did a video on this last year. I'll probably do another one. These are a must-have as well because the factory plastic pins wear out, and then once they get egg-shaped, your seat can come off. We got these fasteners for the tank. This actually will drop the tank a little bit, which is something new I'm trying. We got all the hoses right there. What else do we got? We got a Vortex mount. You guys probably have seen that. We got a nice bag of the quick fasteners. Fast Company brake Clevis and return spring kit. I've been using these for a while. These are a must-have. We are waiting for some flex bars. I actually have to order flex bars. I have to order a clutch, a couple other little things, but for the most part we do have everything. We got some LS4 sweet blue carbon frame guards. I've been running these for a while. These are sweet, guys. You've got to get a set of these things. These things are freaking awesome. So this thing's going to be all blued out. There's no secrets this year. All blued out with a yellow bumper, yellow grab bar, and a little yellow engine brackets, fender brackets. Those will be yellow, and that's it. So yellow bumper, yellow grab bar, those little bits of yellow. Everything else will be blue. The heel guards, obviously you can see the A-arms, the subframe. So I think it's going to look pretty cool. All blue plastics, and the same theme with the graphics. Blue carbon fiber background, and all the graphics going to be ghosted in. It should look, I mean, it should look pretty sweet. So Herb Willis from Sport Bike Powder Coating did a killer job as well. We're gonna start this. This will be a separate video, guys. I'm gonna do a separate video on the new quad, real time on everything. So I'll just do it in a bunch of videos. Hopefully you guys like it. I know a lot of people are kind of sick of the time-lapse deal, so I'm gonna do that. So we'll just break it up into a ton of parts. There's gonna be a ton of parts, guys, because realistically, to build a quad like this, it takes a good, I would say, at least 20 hours, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a ton of parts. I'll try to keep the videos short, maybe 15 to 20 minutes each video. Maybe some of them will be a little longer depending on what I do. But basically, We're going to get this thing going. We got a ton of brand new OEM bolts coming tomorrow from Rocky Mountain. We have the stem bearing and the bushings, or the seals, I should say. The seals coming in tomorrow, as well as a bunch of other miscellaneous parts. So once I get that, we can start rocking out on this thing. But you're probably wondering what we're doing today. So I did get a couple of new items. So we got one of these tumblers, you can see, Harbor Freight. It was like 50, 60 bucks. And I actually got this idea from Michael Sabo. I'm sure you guys, if you're watching me, you probably already watch him. He's awesome. If you do not watch him, go check him out. I'll leave a link for his channel somewhere. It'll be somewhere in here, guys. So check him out. But he did a video. It was a while ago. It may have been 2 years ago, or maybe even a year ago. But I was doing some research on cleaning some bolts. All these, and I did clean these, but we're going to take these one step further. So he did a video on cleaning bolts that look like this, that look like this, and he used this media right here, this green stuff, and he put simple green in it, and his bolts came out really, really good. But he then painted them and then did a clear coat, and they looked great. But I was talking to a couple different people, and here's what we're gonna try, guys. We are gonna try this stuff right here. Desert Blend Ground English Walnut Shells. Now this is reptile bedding, guys. I know, we're gonna try it though. So we're gonna do, so I wanna clean up all these engine bolts. These are engine bolts, and these are engine case bolts. So these aren't bad, okay? But I want them to look like, I'm going to show you. I want them to look like that. See that, guys? So some of the pictures I've been seeing, this stuff apparently will do the trick. So we're going to load a bunch of bolts up in this tumbler. We're going to let it go for like 12 hours, and then we're going to come back tomorrow and check them out. So with these bolts I let soak for almost a day in apple cider vinegar. All right, so right there. Now they came out pretty decent. All right, and I could take these, I could probably throw these in the tumbler and get them even better. But we used most of these on the practice quad. You can see right there, right there, right there. And then I had some new ones, and I just used all the old ones, and I cleaned them up as best I could. This is the practice quad, so I think it's fine for that. But that new quad, we ordered every single bolt brand new, so that thing's gonna look mint. But I want to get the bolts for the practice bike engine. I'm gonna get all these looking like new. So that's the task for today. We'll get these loaded up in the tumbler. We'll let them go for about 12 hours, and then we'll see what they look like tomorrow. So let's get to work. All right, guys, let's throw some of this Desert Blend Ground English Walnut Shell in the tumbler, and then we'll get our bolts in there, and then we'll send this freaking thing. See how this works. Hopefully they get nice and clean. One guy I was talking to that recommended this stuff said that you can do this and they won't rust after. That's the thing, because I guess the apple cider vinegar, that'll remove the little bit of a coating that's on these, and they'll end up rusting after. So we'll see what this does. So we'll put a cover on this, just like that. Lock it down. And we'll frigging send it. Make sure this is tight so it doesn't fly off. All right, send it. All right, guys, it's the next day. Let's check these things out. Go fishing. All right, we got a couple. All right. Well, they look pretty good, guys. Look at that. They look pretty freaking good. All right, well, let's get this emptied out and we'll really take a look at them. All right, guys, check these out. This is for the sprocket. That's a sprocket nut. Came out really nice, the washer for it. Check out these dowels for the engine. These things came out like brand freaking new. Here's the bolt for the stem bearing. That came out pretty good. Now, most of these came out really, really good. There's a few here and there that are a little dirtier than the others. Like these group right here. Now, maybe those are just older. But I think this is probably, I did all these at once, so maybe I gotta do the next run a smaller batch and longer run time. So definitely can play with that. But I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I got case bolts. I mean, that's probably 2 or 3 engines, at least for the cases right there. Fresh bolts, I don't have to buy them. So this thing already paid for itself. I will leave the links in the description for this stuff, guys. This Desert Blend ground English walnut shell, all right? I'll even leave the description for this thing, you guys. I'm sure you guys know Harbor Freight. This one was, I believe, $59. They do have a larger one that was a little over $100, but I think that one's fine if you're doing little stuff like this. So we're gonna do this group of bolts next. I mean, these aren't horrible, but you can see this is kind of how they started off. So not horrible. I mean, some of these are worse than others. You know what I mean? That one's pretty dark. You know, some of these are newer. Like that one's fairly new. But maybe I'll do half of these and I'll let it run a little longer and see if the dirty ones come out like new. But overall, I'm pretty happy. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think this is a good little trick to make your bolts look freaking shiny new. So we'll see how they hold up. I will keep you posted. But that's going to be the end of this one, guys. Thanks for watching as always. If you're not yet, please consider subscribing. Throw me a thumbs up in this video. And if you got any questions, drop a comment and we'll see you on the next one, all right? Peace.